Hey everyone, today's lesson is going to be over the candy lab that you're going to be doing. And so your learning objective is going to be we will create a dichotomous key with a given set of objects with known or observable characteristics. So, like I said, it will be a lab today that you'll be creating a dichotomous key for the bag of candy that you can see off to the right. And each group or individual will have this bag where you have to identify and create a cladogram using these. So you're going to be required to identify all 14 pieces of candy that are present within your bag. If you only do some of the pieces of candy, but not all of them, you're not going to get full credit. So when I go through these and try and check and go through your dichotomous key, I should be able to find all 14 of the pieces readily. Now, this activity might seem a little overwhelming at first on how you can create a dichotomous key. So here are a few tips that I have of how you can best accomplish this to make your life a little bit easier. So the easiest thing to do is first list all of the possible characteristics of the objects in the bag. So any sort of characteristic that you can think of, whether it has just one of the candies has it or all of them do. List everything that you can possibly think of. Then the next thing to do is to organize those characteristics from most broad to most specific. So think about if I have a certain characteristic and half of them fall into that, that's obviously more broad. If I have a characteristic that only one specific candy has, it's going to be more specific, and organize all your characteristics that way. Then you're going to divide the specimens into the different characteristics. So start with your most broad and divide all of your candy into those two different categories that you have. And then next step is you're just going to keep dividing further. So for each characteristic, keep dividing and to see how things are going to go within each category or characteristic. Then you're going to draw out your dichotomous key that is on your paper. And then the last and most important step is to test your key with any piece of candy to confirm or change your steps. If you go through your dichotomous key and you don't get the correct answer, then that means you need to fix something and change it. If you go through and everything looks really organized and neat, then you're good. But that's all for this lesson, and keep on exploring.